Hello everyone, my name is Sara Knižević and today I'm here with one of our most successful alumni, Aleksij Tasikj. Alexi, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Aleksij. I come from Yahya Kemal College. I studied here for 4 years during high school. Before that I come from Aerodrom, the elementary school, Georgia Pulevski. And I happen to like maths. That's what people know me for mostly. I also like many other things. That's what you don't know, but you can find out maybe. Depends on the questions, and thank you for having me.
Let's get to know Alexi. So tell us, where are you studying right now?
Currently, I'm in the first year of my undergrad studies in Oxford.
Right, and tell us a little bit about your field of study. So we did learn about you that you're into mathematics, so maybe your field of study is connected to that. So tell us a little bit about what you're studying.
I'm studying pure maths. That's maths covering everything from theoretical maths, but also going further and seeing how it can be applied in the other sciences and in the world around us.
So, as you may expect, getting into Oxford University was definitely no easy job, as I expect as well. So, what exactly motivated you to try out for Oxford?
I think this has been a gradual journey over many years. I started competing in maths around 10 years ago, and I guess that cultivated my spirit to compete, and that turned out into other competitions. I wanted to try out different things, and Oxford, alongside other colleges around the world, is one of the top destinations for people with this background.
Yes, of course. And you mentioned a gradual journey as well as 10 years worth of competitions. So what were your most important steps, in your opinion, that you took along this journey?
I think some of the biggest lessons I've had is when I've failed, I've learned to grow that and overcome. And I think the biggest lessons I've taken from this is from my failures.
Of course.
Again, this is, I think, applicable to any other
definitely
competitiveness
field of study, right? And is there, other than the ability to learn from failure and move on, is there any other maybe skill or habit that you would say that really shaped your way of thinking and eventually led you to studying at Oxford?
I think I've been lucky to be able to find out early on something I really enjoy, and I've focused on becoming a better, in my case, mathematician.
Yes.
And this habit of focusing onto one thing you really like is almost certainly going to lead you to success.
Right, so
depends on how you
knowing what you're into. So let's delve a little bit more into your interest, mathematics. So which mathematics skill do you believe is most important for you personally?
I think analytical thinking is probably the most important one. You have to apply it anywhere in the world, and even in jobs in academia, but also in finance, jobs in you have to think analytically anywhere if you want to do anything in the world, and I think that's very highlighted in mathematics.
Is that something that you still use in Oxford, like mindset?
Yes, obviously, yeah.
Of course. Now I'm interested about your prior, the place where you prior studied at our school here. Is there anything that you would say we as a school did that helped you, like a specific step or maybe advice that you got that helped you eventually, reach where you are now?
I've been lucky to be in a school where such success is cultivated and encouraged. I think this is one of the very few schools in our country that really tries to promote thinking and working by yourself, studying, and many of this, almost if not all, of the teachers here really help you and like encourage you whenever you want to pursue something outside the classroom.
I totally agree. It's very important that students sometimes even find a way to do something themselves, even if it's difficult at first, with the help, instead of getting an answer, completely ready. So I absolutely agree with you on that one. And, for instance, right now at our school, we're hosting the Mathemathon. So maybe anything of that kind, was there like a specific experience that you feel, left something in you that helped you eventually in the future, a specific maybe competition or something hosted at our school? Maybe something, even a conversation between you and your classmates in Yahya Kemal.
Yes, actually Mathemathon was something I started a few years ago.
Yeah.
And this is the third edition. I'm very happy that people after me want to continue it. So I've had very interesting conversations about math with people in Mathemathon, and after lectures I've given. I've had interesting conversations with the math faculty in our school. Again, it all comes back to the encouragement, and the fundamental thing we have to focus on is being encouraged and encouraging to the student, and that's very well done here.
And we're really happy that you started, because we're going to continue promoting it throughout further generations, as we are right now. So now I want to conclude on something that is, I'm pretty sure, very important for everyone that is watching, and no matter the age. What advice would you give to not only students but also their parents in order to reach top universities? And it doesn't just matter if it's for top universities, but any university goal that they have. So what would you say was, something like advice that helped you reach your goal of studying at a top university?
First of all, I think focusing on getting into university isn't the primary goal of parents should have.
Yes.
It's raising your kid right, however you think it should be done. And again, you have to motivate the child, you have to encourage them, but you also have to be very fierce in some moments. You have to say no, you have to take away that phone, you have to do the things that are less popular.
Discipline.
You have to discipline the child. You have to do what you think is going to promote their long-term interest in some field. If they show some interest in music, so be it.
Right.
Support them. If they show interest in maths, science, support them. I think this is a very valuable thing to think about. I think many parents try their best to support children, and sharing experiences, asking people
Yes.
for their opinion.
Getting income, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is crucial in answering this question, and I couldn't possibly do justice in just a few sentences, but
Of course.
yeah.
Well, I'm sure it was a long process of getting input from other people as well, and being open to.
Yeah, the parents have the primary input, and they should be aware that what they do inspires the child, and act accordingly.
Of course. And another issue that's being highlighted here, and it's something that a lot of people experience, something that's very normal. So is there anything that you can share with us that would help students not doubt their abilities?
I think this is not something one can do instantly.
Of course.
I've doubted my abilities many times, and
Yet here you are at Oxford.
Yes, and even now in Oxford, there's still times when I go outside of my comfort zone, and then I doubt something I've done or something I've not done. So it's a natural human reaction. I think throughout history, if people didn't doubt themselves, many things would have happened that maybe were to hinder humanity. So doubt is something very natural, and we have to accept it and
helpful
move
sometimes.
on. And if you're aware that something isn't as you like it to be, you just, okay, it's not. What can I do to fix it? How can I improve? How can I do this gradual step-by-step process of becoming something I want to be, but I'm not still there.
Right, so accepting it as natural pretty much, and not letting yourself be, letting those thoughts be dominating in your mindset, but rather, as help towards...
Yes, it's very natural to have it always in the back of your head,
Yeah.
but you try to push it away a bit, day by day. So
just accept it.
Accept it, move on, and try to improve. And don't let it get you down.
Don't
of
be
course,
intimidated, right?
Don't be intimidated. You will be at the start, maybe even after a week or a month. But if you do little things day by day, you'll get better eventually.
You'll eventually get better. And now this is a question that I've been wanting to ask. In one sentence, why is math worth the effort? Or in a couple of words, maybe. Even a single word, if you can do it.
I think math, okay, without the I think part, math develops a sense of understanding of logic that is applicable in every real world scenario.
Absolutely. Well, is there anything you would like to add? Talking. Okay, well, Alexi, thank you so much for answering some of our burning questions, and we will see you in the next edition.
Thank you, everyone.